Hello, today we will be talking about conditional sentences. So with a conditional sentence, I will give you an example. If I choose to bounce a ball, the ball will bounce and gravity will make it bounce down and stop. So if I bounce a ball, the ball will bounce, it'll bounce down, and it will eventually stop. So this is an example of a conditional sentence. Another example of a conditional sentence: if I pour water on a fire, then the fire will go out. So these are two examples of conditional sentences. They're actually examples of zero conditional. So it's more like science or fact. If I pour water on a fire, then the fire will go out. If I bounce a ball, then the ball will bounce down. So these are examples of what we call zero conditional. So that was a review of yesterday's lesson. So today, what we're going to talk about is the next form of conditional that I want to teach you. So the next form of conditional is something that we call first conditional. So first conditional, or first conditional spelled out. So first conditional. The purpose of first conditional is to speak about things that have a high possibility of happening. So, for example, if you look outside and you see a very dark rain cloud, you can know that there's a high possibility that it's going to rain. So high possibility. You asked yourself with the first conditional, can this happen? And if it can happen, and it has a high possibility that it can happen, then this is an example of first conditional sentence. So, rain cloud you see outside, you heard that it's supposed to rain, the weatherman said 90% chance of rain. This would be a use of a first conditional because it has a high possibility of happening. Never 100%. Okay, 100% is more, never 100%. So let's look at a few examples. If you wake up on the weekend very early and you see gray clouds, you may say to yourself, if it rains, I will go back to sleep. Or, I will go back to sleep if it rains. And ask yourself, is this situation possible? Yes. Is this situation, will it happen 100% of the time? No. So this is a good example of first conditional. Another example, if I study hard, I will pass the test. Is this situation possible? Yes. Will this situation happen 100% of the time? No. So this is essentially what a first conditional is. A first conditional is to talk about things that have a high possibility of happening. That's it. I'll get everybody to do examples of first conditional. And just remember that we're talking about things that have a high possibility of happening. If it rains, I will go back to sleep. If I study hard, I will pass the test. So things that have a high possibility of happening is what we use for first conditional. So everybody write your examples, and then we will see if you are right. Thanks.